Hey, what's up guys, Aarava here, welcome back to a brand new video here today, and welcome to another F1 2018 game experiment video. And in today's experiment, we're going to be taking the 91 McLaren's Aero package, the front wing and the rear wing, and slapping it on the modern F1 cars, and asking the question, what happens when a modern F1 car has 90s F1 car Aero? Because, you know, over the years, there's always been that classic phrase of people who used to watch F1, who don't kind of watch it anymore, going, oh, it used to be better in my day, and that, you know, classic throwback kind of basically sentiment that everything was better back then. Not just with F1, that happens quite a lot actually. I mean just literally take the UK as a country. The less said about that, the better right now. But you know, a lot of stuff apparently was better back in the day. But I don't think 91 a year Aero would really make a difference in reality, because you'd still have the dirty air a little bit effect. You'd still have the fact that it's V6 cars, not, you know, back then, you know, you had V10s, V12s even, depending on the regulations, the particular year of 91 or, you know, late 80s, I guess. You know, there's a lot of different factors, and we've seen before in previous experiments, we did the Red Bull Mercedes, the Ferrari Honda, that sometimes quick changes, quick fix changes like that don't necessarily help. So I don't think this will improve the racing, but I'm here to basically prove that, and I guess the game could maybe disprove me and prove the naysayers right, I guess, in terms of that the Aero back in the 90s was truly the better way to go. So what we've done is we've taken literally the Aero from the McLaren 91 car, which is in the game. You can drive the 91 car, obviously, in the game. So what we've taken the values and we put it in the Ferrari car, and then we've just slapped it about every single car, the same values basically for Aero, because obviously there's only one 91 era car we can copy, which is the McLaren. So usually these figures right here, 0.965, I won't bore you with the rest of the numbers, usually that figure right there is about 1.6, 1.7, almost actually, funnily enough, usually the front wing values are the rear wing values we've got right now, because the modern F1 cars are 1.6, and then on a modern F1 car, the values for the rear wing are about 2.12, depending on the car you're driving on the grid. So now you can clearly see we've got like a max of 0.9 and a minimum of 0.8 on the front wing, and the rear wing we've got a max of 1.3 and a minimum of 1.15 is the lowest figure there. So considerably less downforce. We've not changed anything else. The drag values will stay the same. Actually, funny enough, the McLaren drag values, the 1991 McLaren drag value is near enough almost the same as these values right here, actually, give or take, like, you know, a few decimal, figures on the second figure after the decimal point. So not too different actually. So we're just going to see, literally, imagine you took a Ferrari car, you took off the nose cone, obviously bodged together the fixings, and just, you know, literally glued on the McLaren front wing. Same thing with the rear wing. Take that off, glue on the McLaren rear wing, and we're going to see what happens, really. I don't know what. Obviously, it's going to understeer like a... Oh, you know what? I was going to say it's going to understeer like a bus or a trolley. It might just drive like the 2019 Williams car, to be fair. I think we can all agree on that. I'm going to drive in the Red Bull car, even though I use Ferrari as the example, because obviously Red Bull is the epitome of aerodynamics, so it'd be quite funny to drive the Red Bull car without much downforce on the front of the rear end. But I really think, because everyone's going to be in the same boat, it might just be slower racing. But obviously the engine's different, so that might kick in. You got ERS as well, so this will be intriguing to see. It might be like the Red Bull Mercedes video we did, where it might be kind of a half success, half failure in a way. But I'm going to drive as Verstappen, and we'll get into the usual test strat, which is Paul Ricard, obviously.
Right, let's be patient going into turn one. We want to be in a good position for the rest of the race. Good luck.
Do not fret, engineer. I will be very patient. It's going to take a few seconds, maybe more, to get that car turned into the apex. But here we go, just getting amongst it, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know why I'm on the chase camera. Oh, I do remember, actually. It's from the safety car video we did about safety cars racing. But here we go, then, to 5 red lights, and we're on the way. And the power delivery is not too bad, actually. Downforce level's good enough to plant that V6 turbo. Here we go into turn 1, though. Going to brake early, and oh my, understeer. Wow. That is slow. And you know what's happened? You know what's actually occurred when we do that? Just carnage, because AI are probably also used to the downforce levels we usually have. That was really like a bus. This is really slow. Oh, look at that. Even the AI is sliding about. But look at that, Alonso. Alonso's come out of nowhere in the McLaren. And is that maybe the result of the mods? Okay. What happens when we have the 90s Aero? Fernando Alonso comes even more into his element and just drags the McLaren up way up the grid. Or actually, maybe it's Illuminati. Maybe because we use the McLaren Aero, the McLaren car is now insane. That's probably not it, but I'm just chatting absolute honk right now. But oh, that's slow. Oh, Raikkonen's gone wide. It's hilarious to see the AI also struggling with this low aero. But here we go. It's actually pretty damn good racing. Look at that, Alonso, Raikkonen side by side. That's pretty sick racing, actually. I think it has kind of improved the spectacle a little bit. Can we try and get on the inside of Vettel, maybe? Gonna have to lift off majorly and brake. Oh, that is, yeah, braking heavy. Maybe even 6th gear for that corner. And Raikkonen's gone wide. Oh, Hamilton's gone wide. Oh, jeez. Hamilton's hit me. That was Bottas. Sorry. Oh, Hamilton's come down my inside. It's all kicked off on the left-hander. I think about 5 cars went too wide there because they weren't used to the aero. Let's have a look at this from off-board. Let's see how many cars go wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, my God. It's an absolute travesty. Everyone's got it wrong. Who would have thought that corner would have been it? I would have thought it would have been the previous left-hander. We usually go flat out with the downforce levels. But no, it's the one where you kind of lift and coast into it. Is the one where everyone's gone wrong there. Obviously, the Williams cars keep on track because they're used to that kind of aero. I gotta say, though, the racing spectacle has been improved somewhat. And, oh, this corner is horrendous. It has been improved. You know what? I might just be with the people who say it was better back in the day. It has been improved. It's funny to watch the drivers. Guys, lads, can we not drive? Come on. Come on, just think about it. Brake a little. It's like they're driving on ice, but it's like the ice is not invisible there. It's great. Alonso's still top 4, so I still maintain it looks like one of the results we've seen is Fernando Alonso can showcase his mastercraft of racing even more with low aero. But even with low aero, Hamilton always ends up on top, in first place. Let's try and catch him if we can and try and see if we can do some overtaking bits with the Red Bull and try and get first place here. Nice and early, turn it in. It's not too bad, actually. Once you get used to it, it is kind of nice in a way. It's almost like, you know, the slow-mo race we had with the safety cars. It's kind of like that. You have time to pick your lines. You can be patient about it because we've still got the engine and we've still got the kind of middle of the car to produce some downforce. So the mechanical grip is very good compared to the McLaren 91 if you drive that car separately on this game. But it's just the turn-in. It just feels like you have no... It's like if you do a normal 2018 drive and you break your front wing. It's almost like that. But also at the same time, you've broken your rear wing because the rear end's also stepping out. But we're gaining quite a fair bit on Hamilton here. It looks like the slipstream's been improved a little bit, to be honest, with the downforce. He's locked up. Oh, what a move! Come on, neck and neck. Oh, he's got me. He's got me. Went too wide. That would have been a stonking move. Lance Stroll's up it. Okay, I was joking about the whole this would be, you know, good for the Williams cars because they're used to this downforce, but Lance Stroll's up into P3, lads. Lance Stroll is actually doing well when everyone has a shopping trolley to drive. And Hamilton's gone off. This is my chance. Here we go. What a move, son. I mean, to be fair, that's the kind of move people made in the 90s sometimes. Cars just went out the Grand Prix and he got some moves done that way, you know. Reliability and all that wasn't poor. Now we're just seeing drivers make mistakes because they can't drive with an actual plank on the front end. Because I mean, I know right now visually there's still the cascade elements, but just picture the 91 wing and it really is just a plank of wood. Or carbon fibre rather, you know, but I like to say wood because it sounds funnier. What a lap time though. 4-1. They are quaking in their boots. That is going to be a lap record for Paul Ricard. Oh, Ocon's going quite quickly. It seems to be the lower drivers that are doing better with this lower aero. The top drivers are too spoilt. They're too used to the good aero they have. I honestly think you do get better racing in a way. I mean, look at this. So obviously, the Renault's going to go a little bit wide, but Bottas, a tasty move to the inside there. They jostle for position, side by side on the exit. The Renault squeezes him out. It's like watching the 90s again. I never thought I'd be converted, but I think I am. I think I'm going to now start saying, oh, back in, well, not my day, because I was born in 95, but back 4 years before my day, things were better. Another reason why the 90s aero is better. I mean, look at this. Marcus Ericsson down the inside of Hamilton. And you got to say, it's beautiful to watch. Sauber, Alfa Romeo V, the Mercedes car on the exit. Ericsson gets it done. Neck and neck racing. Look how close they are with the Haas as well. It's just good. But also, I got to also point out, in doing this experiment, the AI themselves have literally tried to fashion 90s aero. I mean, look at that. That on the right-hand side there. That is getting towards, can we zoom in? That is getting towards a 90s aero right there. Hamilton's done a good job at trying to get those cascade elements, the end plate off. It's the same, isn't it? It's the same, but different. Same, but different. And just like that, Max Verstappen wins the 90s Fusion 18 Grand Prix. What a drive that was, and What a race. I think, a successful experiment, I think. So, guys, if you enjoyed that experiment, then be sure to hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below about those results. And I think pretty conclusive. Things might have been better, and things could be better in the day if we just slapped on just a simple one-plank element on each car. Same thing with the rear wing. Forget these complicated, convoluted kind of aero bits. I think it's just look at that. Look at the chaos. Look at the understeer. It's just marvelous. Just marvelous. So, yeah, guys, if you're on your own, subscribe for weekly Formula 1 content. I've been aarava. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.